All right, in Cricut Design Space, new project and upload to get your SVG file into your Cricut Design Space, upload image, browse. This is after you have downloaded and saved your file to your computer, where you can find it again. Mine is right here. I will click on that file and open, and that imports it into Design Space. So here it is. We go down to the bottom right, upload, and it will be the first item that shows up on this list. So let's click that item and insert images. It will show up fairly large. We can go down to the bottom left and use the minimize tool to about 50%, and it is all one project item right now, so I'm dragging the whole thing to the center. And now I'm going to go top right on your menu, ungroup. And so now we can start our project. If you would like to change the color, all you need to do is click on the item that you need to change the color of, and the square color box will pop up here in the left top. And you can change your colors by clicking on that box like this. And I'm going to leave it as pink today. So either item, any item on here you can change. I'm going to leave the colors as they are. Also, I wanted to note that there are two options. The first option of this card, this top option, allows you to have the Happy Mother's Day attached to the card base. You can tell right here, this is all one object. And the bottom option, the card base itself, is one item. And the top of the card, the Happy Mother's Day, is its own item. So whether you're cutting both of these, or if you want to select one of these, whichever one you do not want to cut, like I am going to select this top one. Now it's all grouped as one item for this top section. If I go up to group, that groups it as a one set. So now I can go up to the little eye and hide, and it will not cut because I hid that particular section. So now we are set to cut. You can come up to make it. This particular card does not have score lines. They have the card base has rounded edges, and by taking a ruler to these corners and lining them up, you can easily fold it over without using a Cricut score line. So now we need to choose which size paper we want, and it has 12 by 12, and that's fine if you have that size of paper. I have A4 today, so I'm going to select each color and the size of paper that I need for each color. And also, if you go up to the top, if you want to make more than one card, you can click on however many cards that you want to do and hit apply. It will resort all of your paper onto your mats for how many pages of paper that you need to use. And I'm just going to change this back to 1 and apply it again. And I think I will need to reapply my paper sizes. I will do that. And then I will come down to continue, and that will start the process of your cutting.
Okay, as you'll notice, there are two options for this Mother's Day card. The first one being that the inlay is actually attached to the base. And the other option is your lace or your inlay top for the card is just one piece. And let's put that one together first. I'm going to use the spray adhesive, and this is the editable or the flexible spray adhesive. And so first of all, you want to, if you have a score line, you don't need one. You can just use your ruler, and if you match up your corners, just line up your corners and make a simple fold. It will fold right on your corners. And so the backing for the front will go on first, and I'm going to lay that right on the front and then use my glue. For the backing, all it really needs is a couple of dots of the glue stick or possibly double-sided tape. And for the lace topping, this part and the frame, I will be spraying. Make sure if you are using the spray, or any kind of glue for that matter, that you get your spray on the back of it. Okay, once your spray adhesive is on the back, just carefully press that on there where the corners will line up, and you can lay it flat, and it will adhere better with the spray glue. It'll flatten. And then on our frame, I already put glue on there on the back of this, and that'll go right on top. And so the card base is white, and you have your purple top frame, and when you open it, you'll be able to write your message inside. And for the other option, you have your card base with the card front attached. So what you'll do is you'll need to face it so that your fold over, you're matching your corners up, line those up. Your fold over is going to be this part and not this part. It will be easier to fold the bigger flap over. And then you can put this one on here. Before we do that, what I will do, again, I will use the spray on this section, the back part. Okay, once your spray is on here, you want to put the backing on. That should line up again with your corners. And again, this should lay flat on the front. It should be smooth on there. And then you can put the frame. And I'm not actually spraying this because I don't want to get it on my hand. I would go outside and use maybe a piece of cardboard and spray it out there. Once your spray adhesive is on your frame, and again, the card is white, so you can write your message in the inside. And there is an envelope that we'll do next. So let's do the folds on these. And again, if you don't have score lines, matching your corners up is a great way to get your folds. Okay, so folding these sides in and using the double-sided tape, you want to put your double-sided tape just at the bottom edges of your bottom fold. And those will just come up to make your envelope. Just like that. And also, let's put on this part up here. I am going to use the glue stick with this section. If you want to get rid of the stickiness that comes through right here, you can always use cornstarch. So we'll let that dry, and we'll put our little sticker on. So if I just put on the very top, it's a little big, the top half of the flower, that way you can leave it open until you actually need to send your card. Right about here. And another piece on the bottom that will leave the backing on so that it's ready for whenever you send it. And that will come off. You can address it